What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, over the last couple days, 6-7 Lime has been through everything and then back. Look at all this snow. This is like straight up, like it was ice. Now that the heater's blowing on, it's getting mushy, but everything's frozen. To be honest, my compressor and horns, the compressor has been running non-stop. With that being said, we gotta let this thing defrost today. That's kind of why we're here. One thing, I want to get this thing to melt completely. I'm gonna power wash it. The roads are just kind of like wet, so we're probably gonna get dirty on the way back, but at least all the ice chunks and everything else will be melted and come off this. So that's honestly what needs to happen. Look at this, the mirror. That's like some thick slush. Also up here, look at this. We gained a wider fender flare here. So all this stuff is gonna melt probably fast here. We got the heaters cranked. It's already about 50 something degrees in here. It's like 18 outside. Like, look at this. This is just filthy. Again, wider fender flare back here, the whole rear end. These rear trailing arms here were actually looking like this fully. So I'm hoping after all this stuff kind of melts and drips off, we can also kind of tend to the horn blasters kit here to figure out why the compressor is constantly running. I don't know if there's a leak in the air lines. I don't know if one of the lines cracked. I really don't know. So we'll figure that out, but I don't want to get dripped on. So let's let this thing defrost. Also today is the day we are going to be opening this up, because we are going to be tackling some things on the banana ram today. A lot of it, exactly, if you missed last video, everything is like right here. All the parts that match this. We still have a few more to source, but I think we'll be able to do at least one thing here today that won't affect anything else down the road. However, we're going to be installing our new air intake today. This is the Banks Ram air intake with a huge monster filter and everything. Now, some of you are going to be like, whoa, why not Wehrli? Are you not taking this truck to Mexico? Or, trust me guys, I got this. Stay tuned on some of the other announcements, but trust me, I got this. But we're going to go through and install our new Ram air intake today. It's going to be super quick, and then we'll get into what's in that pallet. All right, guys, and we'll start her up. Well, guys, we have our Banks ram air installed. 50 state emissions compliant. Got your crankcase vent going up from the intake tube all the way up to the crankcase up there. I personally, I'm gonna say an emissions compliant intake is very complex, which really goes to show you how over-engineered these new motors are to meet emissions requirements. But I have no idea some of these parts on these motors, let me tell you that, and what they came up with in order to make things work. However, our Banks ram air is installed. Now, like I said, bear with me on this. Bear with me. You'll understand why we did this shortly. I'm going to try and make this work in conjunction with something here soon. The reason why we did the Banks ram air is to make it work in conjunction with something. So stay tuned with that. Oh, guys, in the Banana Ram, I've missed this thing. It's been so long since I've driven it. The winter weather's really getting me down, like big time here. So I think we got some days clearing up here shortly, and we can take this out for a spin. I really wanted to do the boost tubes first, but they're still back ordered and I don't know when they're coming in. And if we do get the chance to drive this, I probably will. But let's give it a rev. Still not really any turbo. I wonder if we took it on the road, we'd hear some turbo or more turbo. But ram air intake's installed, slight horsepower gain, and yeah, let's get onto that pallet. Guys, so yes, we have a full Longhorn, well, Laramie Longhorn interior here for, you guessed it, the Banana Ram. Even down to the wood grain steering wheel. Yes, we have it all. Also, you may notice we have a center console here. In the Banana Ram itself right now, you know, we've got the flip-up console. So what we're going to do is actually delete this, put a full console in. Now, if you guys remember this whole series, couple reasons why we wanted this. Well, first things first, with the full console, obviously it comes up to here. Yes, you could still probably get a Laramie or whatever with the 6-passenger seating, but they are very hard to come by because most dealers order the Laramie Longhorns and Limiteds with the center console and not the bench seat. And not to mention, what's even harder to find is a Laramie interior for a G56 truck. They're just not common. So the fact that they're not common is already difficult to find, and then the fact of the matter is it's got to be out of like a totaled truck, a truck with a blown motor that is also totaled, something like that, where the interior is not damaged. It'd be a Laramie G56 truck. Some of you are going to probably ask the question, why am I doing this the Banana Ram and not 6.7 Lime? That is your answer. I wanted to do it to my green truck the day I bought it. However, like I said, that interior specification is very hard to come by in the used market. Also, another reason why we wanted the electronic shifter is because in those higher trim levels, this is not even an option to go floor or up here. It's just there. So automatically, if we had a floor shift Limited or Laramie or Longhorn, it just wouldn't make sense. I'm trying to do this as factory as possible. So, not gonna lie, I didn't even expect the floor mats. That was not in the listing, so wasn't expecting those, but these things are stupid expensive. The whole set of floor mats is like $1,000. Was not expecting that, so that is amazing. Door panels are in decently good shape. Couple of them here, just how they were packed. The leather's like dented in. After a while, just in the sun and heat in the cab, it'll slowly form its way back. We're gonna get these all cleaned up, reconditioned, and just all the above. Not complaining all that much. This back one here, down here, does have a crack in it. But with some heat, we'll bring it back, get it all glued in there. You won't be able to tell, especially how low it is. And on top of all that, these doors come with the harness for the LED door handles, and in here there's a light as well that shines blue. If you look in our Longhorn Eco Diesel here, this is the exact interior we have right here. But you open this up, as you can see, LED lights in here, LED light down there. We will need to find the chrome door handle itself because I don't have that. These are just black, so we'll either have to find the inner, we'll either have to find stick-ons or we'll have to find the whole assembly, but we do have the chrome bezels down here. So boom, we have the bezels, we just need the chrome handle. But this is the same exact interior, and what we have in the boxes on the shelf is I have this bezel here. I do have the upper glove box. However, the only difference between this truck and the Banana Ram is this upper piece here, this leather upper. I'm gonna see if I can find the part somewhere, but I need to find that, and I assume this comes out and this bolts into here. Of course, it's like the last piece bolted in, but I'm gonna try and find the leather upper or a full dash setup and tear it apart and do that. I also do need the chrome trimmed air vents, not that difficult to find either. But we'll unbox this in a second. We've got this. We're gonna have to find this leather upper here. The seats, just like I said, that door panel was, just there's a couple indents from them being folded and other stuff on them. Like I said, we're gonna get these all cleaned up, reconditioned. Like over here, like I said, recondition this, get all this cleaned up, and we'll have some seats that are actually in decent shape. But I snagged this entire interior for $3,500. Yes, $3,500 bucks. There's a bunch of stores out there that sometimes sell full interiors. Before I found this one, I would have had to piece together an entire Laramie interior. It was the tan leather, tan whitish leather, which comes with like the saddle brown carpet and the saddle dash. Some guy had the whole thing down to the carpet available, but I would have to piece it together, and it ended up being like super expensive. So then I found this one, and one day I got a notification the price dropped, and I literally gave the guy an offer, and he took it at $3,500. So we got the door panels, which even if you look on Rock Auto or anything, those door panels, like factory Longhorn door panels, each single one is like $500 to $700, I think. It's ridiculous. So right there, the cost of the interior is in door panels, $1,000 floor mats. Each one of these seats from factory, I see there's a set of these brand new on eBay themselves for like $4,000. So this interior is crazy expensive if you bought it separate, or, you know, from a dealer and you want to put it in your truck. but find someone on eBay that takes a totaled truck, tears it down, gets all these parts out of it. Now, one of the harnesses we did get, yes guys, listen, I said we're doing this right. One of the harnesses we did get will give us heated wheel functions. Yes, it has the audio controls as well. So this wheel has a lot of functions that the Banana Ram does not, including the audio controls. So some of you are probably gonna wonder what this was the other day when I told you guys about it. Oh guys, this is gonna be my favorite touch to the whole Banana Ram build. That's right guys, considering this is a 2018 Tradesman, this gives us access to this Longhorn emblem. In 2018, Ram decided to change up the tailgates on a couple of their trim levels. First thing was the Longhorn. So 2018 gives you the Longhorn script across the bottom of the tailgate. This is gonna look super clean back there. This was also the year that on the Limiteds they changed the tailgate and have the whole Ram letters on there. Only problem with that, I know a lot of you said do that, it's a completely different tailgate shell. This one has an indent for the Ram logo here, and then on the Ram tailgate, it's actually a whole different tailgate because it's flat lettering here. One more thing I'm gonna need are these kicks here. I'm gonna have to find them somewhere, but as you can see, the chrome kick, I'll have to find those. This does not match this. So yes, we do have the Laramie Longhorn 2500 emblems coming. Considering we're swapping the entire interior down to the U-Connect, the bezel, the dash, all the seats, and our 7-inch EVIC, which I'm gonna pull out right now. I'm gonna show you something which I kind of messed up on, so we may have to find an alternate, but I'll show you that. But we're doing the whole thing. So it will technically be a Laramie Longhorn trim truck. I feel like it is only appropriate and okay to take this badge off and add our 2500 Longhorn badges on there. It's not up badging if you're actually doing the interior and all the other work necessary. At that point, it's just being honest. Here's where I thought I messed up. I went ahead and opened this box so I could show you guys. However, I found something interesting. Here is the matching Longhorn edition Laramie Longhorn 7-inch EVIC. Your speedometer, your instrument cluster, here is the matching one. Look at this tag. This one has 78,274 miles. We will reprogram this and get all the engine hours and idle time and all that stuff set. Don't worry about that. We will get all that done. But look at this tag. 78,000 miles, Laramie Longhorn package, year 2014. It came out of a 3500. But that's what I'm interested in. Do you see that? Does this not say kph? Like kilometers per hour. It says mph with the second line being kilometers an hour. Therefore, this whole time I was severely worried this was going to be a Canadian cluster. Like severely worried, because I'd be converting a US truck to Canadian. Wouldn't do much for me, and me driving down the road, I'd have to figure out the calculation in my head and just go with it. It's got the dual, and on here I know you can switch it. So it's switch it from miles an hour to kilometers an hour. My only thing is, I don't know if you could change the mileage. Like, I don't know if this truck was Canadian and the mileage is in kilometers. Maybe under Alpha OBD, we can sit there and get it swapped. That's the only thing that has me worried, but I thought this was the kilometers in our cluster, which would make the kilometers on the outside and the mph on the inside. But I don't think that's the case, so I guess we'll see. Let me get this thing plugged in. This is correct. This is a diesel EVIC. You can do it with a gas cluster, and this is like your engine temp, and there's a different, like your batteries up here or something, I forget. But you can do this with a gas cluster into a diesel, but it won't read diesel and it won't tell you a DEF level. And guys, here is our dash piece. The wood does look a little darker than it does in the 1500. However, I'm not complaining. Also, kind of where the dash butts up to, or I guess the center console butts up to the dash. It is a little scratch, but that will be hidden. There is a small scratch down here. However, again, that will be hidden. So, there we go, guys. We have everything we need to turn a Tradesman into a Longhorn Laramie 2500. Even down to the speedometer cluster. And let me think here, total 3,500 for the interior. This, I forget how much that was. Maybe a couple $100. This was $400, so now we're at about $3,900. That was a couple $100, $4,100, and the rest of the stuff came with it. $4,100 to change the whole interior out, and then plus whatever Uconnect package you go with, whether it be infotainment or you find it from a like a total truck as well on eBay or whatever. This is swapping this whole tradesman to a Longhorn for probably about $4,500. That is incredible. So yeah, guys, we got a lot of work to do. Obviously, this full Longhorn interior needs cleaned up. We got to get it put in there. But the only thing I am waiting on, like I said, we have the harness to make our steering wheel work. So we have the harness for that. What we need to get working is the heated and cooled seats in here, but also the rear seats back here are also heated. So I think I need a full cab harness. I know there's a couple ways to do it without that on the forum. Some guy just like taps into some pins, but I'm gonna see if I can get a whole cab harness and just lift the carpet and relay it. So I'm gonna try that, but in the meantime, before we can either locate that harness or see what we actually need, we can tackle a few things like our Uconnect. I don't want to do the EVIC yet until my Alpha OBD comes in, because then we'll just swap it. But yeah, we do have to reprogram this because the mileage is wrong. Obviously that's 78,000 and this truck has like 24,000 on it. So we are going to reprogram that and we can get that thrown in. But while we do that, we'll also do the whole Uconnect setup, and we'll be a little mismatched for a little bit. We'll probably have a half Longhorn dash, tradesman interior, and still this gray dash here. Like I said, I kind of need to locate that. I could also blatantly just leave it if I wanted to and do that, but like I said, the upper glove box is coming. If I can't find the top, I'm gonna see what I can do. Maybe even find like a bighorn one and then pop the Longhorn one out and stick that in there, and that'd be the only piece to this interior I don't have if I can't find this or find a part number for it. So I'm gonna have to locate that, but other than that, guys, we are pretty much set up for a full Longhorn interior swap. Obviously, guys, hopping into a truck that is a Longhorn is very nice. Huck, what doing in the driver's seat? But hopping into a Longhorn interior is very nice, clean, and it's gonna look pretty much exactly like this, even down to obviously this wheel. There's the EVIC. The fact of the matter is, look at how this is going to look. And hear me out here. Off the yellow paint, this looks absolutely incredible. It seriously does. I can't wait to get that wood grain in there. All the black, the accents, get these LEDs running in the doors. I don't know if I'm gonna need a door harness or not. Probably just make my own, because it's 2 wires, and then we'll run it to our own relay going to all 4 doors with the running lights when you turn them on. So that would be simple to get to work. Ooh, I guess I need a chrome pop lock too. I think we can locate that. Well, other than that, guys, like I said, we're kind of waiting for just a handful of things to get the Longhorn interior in there, but I've been waiting to show you guys this forever, and like I said, $3,500, just needs some cleaned up, little conditioning, little detailing, and we'll have a fully functional Longhorn interior in a tradesman truck. So super stoked for that. I think the brown and the yellow look really good together. It's like the Amarillo Fords, but not like the it didn't have any of the like King Ranch interior. So I think this is a sweet combo. The yellow and like saddle kind of leather, I think it is a very awesome combo, and super stoked that I found this pretty much full interior with a couple extra pieces I had to source, and still a few more to go. But I think it's gonna look absolutely baller in here. It's gonna be great. Can't wait to get these seats heated and working, and I can't wait to get our center console in here. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, shoot a thumbs up. If you haven't been here before, please get down there, click subscribe. While you're down there, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this Longhorn interior swap into the Banana Ram. I am super stoked for that tailgate logo. I think it's gonna look absolutely stunning on this yellow paint. Also, while you're down there, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our uploads. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.